Hello and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the things you can do to get yourself out of a rut, to start feeling motivated again, to get yourself back on track and to raise your vibration, because I know what it's like. I've been there, and I'm going to be discussing the things that will help you to shift this mood, shift this feeling, and get back to your best self again. You're probably here because you want to know how to get yourself out of this feeling. And trust me when I say I've been there too. But sometimes allowing our bodies just to go through it is something that needs to happen before we can get ourselves truly back on track. So if you've been feeling like this for a while, allow yourself time to feel it and don't put unnecessary pressure or blame on yourself. Maybe you're finding yourself aimlessly scrolling on social media and the time passes before your eyes and you keep telling yourself tomorrow will be better. Or even the simple tasks like doing the laundry or putting the dishes away is just too much for you and you just want to lay in bed and do nothing. We often compare ourselves to other people on social media and allow the pressure of this false world to crumble upon us and feel like we should be doing certain things by certain ages in our lives and look at other people and think, why am I not doing the same as them? But I just want you to know that you aren't alone. And though you may feel like you don't know anyone personally who feels the same, people do tend to hide this part of themselves. And this can make you feel like you're the only one who has these struggles, who doesn't have their life together. And I promise you that isn't the case. Okay, so let's talk about what we can do. Once you've processed the emotions and felt how you've been feeling, then it's time to do something that you enjoy and something that you love. So for example, for me, I love to put on my favorite documentary or my favorite movie and fully enjoy the moment. So when I say do something that you love, it can't be staying in bed, but it doesn't have to be anything over the top. So I would fully prepare myself by showering beforehand, getting myself nice and clean. I know that sounds simple, but maybe doing my skincare routine, putting my hair up, putting my favorite pajamas on, and just taking some time to myself. Light some candles in the house, let some fresh air in, get my blanket, get all cozy on the sofa, even make myself a little snack if I want to, and choose something that I really want to watch. Take some time for yourself. We shouldn't hate on ourselves for enjoying the simple pleasures in life and being by ourselves, enjoying the moment and being fully present. Once you've allowed yourself to reset and relax, it's now time to set yourself up for success by being present in your afternoon or evening ahead and planning for the next week, whether it's the next week or the next couple of days in your life. And as much as we all try to deny it, a successful day starts with a successful morning, and a successful morning starts from the night before. So your evening routine and what you do in order to prepare yourself ahead is what's important. These are some steps that I've taken in my own life to help myself get back on track when I fall off. Practicing gratitude is something that I've talked about time and time again, and unless you've done it properly and consistently, you might not understand the benefits of doing it. And something I use is called the 5-minute journal. It's a simple tool that holds you accountable to practice gratitude every day, and there's no excuse to not do it. When we practice gratitude, we have a chemical in our brain called the stress hormone, and that's called cortisol level. When we practice gratitude, the cortisol level goes down. So the amount of stress that you're feeling goes down, and the kind of happy chemical in our brain goes up. So that's why I'm really passionate about telling you to practice this in the morning and the night. And this is what this journal does, is ask you 3 things in the morning and 3 things in the night that you're grateful for. If you can help yourself elevate your state by simply practicing gratitude, then why would we not do this? Every single person should be doing this. They should teach this in schools. So if you're not doing it now, I would highly recommend that you start. Find yourself a book, and a book that's going to inspire you and motivate you. Reading has truly changed my life. When I was in my kind of lower states, I started to read, and I had to force myself because I wasn't an excellent reader. I never have been, but I realized if I wanted to change my life, I had to start doing things that were uncomfortable initially. So I started to read, and one of my favorite books is called Atomic Habits, and this is probably the best book I've ever read. It is so inspiring, gives you things that you can really action today going forward to make some positive changes in your life. If you don't like reading, you can listen to podcasts. There are so many out there that you can listen to while you go for a walk, while you clean, whatever it is that you can do, you can listen to a podcast. And I'll put my favorites in the description box below because there are so many out there. By doing the same things, we stay usually in the same state. So we have to change something. So that if that's implementing like a positive thing, like reading or listening to a podcast, then that's something that you can do at least 30 minutes of, 20 minutes of a day to start feeling changes within you. Who we surround ourselves with is very important when it comes to your well-being and your mental health. So if you're surrounding yourself with people who are lighting you up, who are making you feel motivated, who make you feel like you can do things and have inspiring conversations with, then those are the people that you want in your life. If people are sucking energy from you, I think I heard the quote once, which is called, people are either vacuums or batteries. They either give you energies or they suck it from you. And you want to avoid the people who are sucking your energy. You want to surround yourself with people who make you feel something, who make you feel good, and people who are doing better than you. And a lot of people can't seem to swallow that pill because it can affect your ego. But it's really important, if you want to improve your life, you have to find people who have great lives, who have great ideas and are motivational. So if you can start to find mentors online, this is a great space to start. If you have people in your life who are not making you feel good, it's time to let them go, distance yourself and prioritize yourself over them. As much as we hate to admit it, sometimes exercise changes our brain just like gratitude does, and having regular exercise is something that will make us feel better. Trust me when I say I have also been sluggish, not wanting to do anything, not wanting to exercise, not even wanting to go outside, and it's a horrible place to be. But if you can just get in a walk, a run, a walk while listening to an inspiring podcast is where I started, and then slowly you can get back into exercising and doing some form of movement. It doesn't have to start overnight, but if you slowly start implementing ways of moving, yoga at home. I was doing yoga, that also helped me because of the breathing through yoga. So if you can start to do something today or tomorrow, then that's definitely going to change your state. Something I unfortunately used to do when I was in a very low vibration and a low state is letting myself get hungry and then eating whatever it is that I could get my hands on. And this would be binge eating and eating a lot of things that were not good for me. Even though I knew they weren't good for me, I still continued to do it. Therefore, I wasn't feeding myself with the right nutrition and the right foods to make myself feel better. And then I questioned myself why I don't feel good. And this vicious circle going round and round. The important thing is to have a balanced diet and don't let yourself get hungry. This is probably one of the best tips that I can give you, is to prepare yourself, prepare your food. Think about what you want to eat before you get to that stage of I'm just hungry, I just want to eat anything. Because when we're feeling kind of low and down, I think a lot of people tend to have this trait and this bad habit of allowing that to happen. So think about what you want to eat. One of my favorite things to do is to go online onto YouTube and type in some nice recipes that you can follow, or go onto Pinterest and scroll through there, find some things that inspire you to actually go to the grocery store and pick up the foods to cook. This comes hand in hand with food, which is drinking water. And again, so many times I felt down or not myself or I'm not feeling 100% is because I'm dehydrated. If you wake up and you're having a coffee, have a glass of water with it. If you don't like drinking plain water, add some lemon juice or whatever it is to make it more interesting for you to drink. Getting your motivation back isn't something that usually happens overnight. It takes effort and it takes some time, but making smarter choices throughout your day is a great place to start, because instead of scrolling on your phone, we all say we don't have time to do things, but if you actually look at your phone time and see how much you've been scrolling on your phone, you'll see how much time you actually do have. So make smarter choices by swapping scrolling for listening to a podcast, or swapping scrolling for calling a friend and actually having a conversation with somebody. Unfortunately, we're often distracted by our phone, social media, and the false world, shall we put it. So even though social media is great for some things, it's not so great for others. So once you're doing tasks in the house or work or working on yourself, leave your phone in the other room. I can't explain how much this has helped me. If I just put it on do not disturb, put it in the other room, you're less likely to reach out for it and grab it. Give yourself little rewards for completing tasks. Like I said, it's difficult to complete tasks when you don't feel like doing anything, but if you can complete one task, give yourself a reward. So for example, if you are in the house and you've got to unload the dishwasher, and this can sometimes be a lot for somebody who's not feeling good, but just think, instead of having my coffee straight away, I'll unload the dishwasher and then I'll have my coffee. Your reward is your coffee, and don't have it until you've completed that task. And this can go on and on throughout the day, and you'll be surprised how much you start to see things differently and you're able to complete the tasks that you were once dreading. Something that helps me change my mood is decluttering my space. And I'm not saying declutter the whole house from top to bottom and make it spotless, but if you have that one drawer in the house that's making you crazy every single time you open it, then go and sort that out and put a timer for it. So set yourself, I don't know, 20 minutes to go through the drawer, throw out the things you don't use or recycle them in some way, and clear out that space. Meditation is something that is preached by many people around the world, and it is not something that you can get it right straight away. I've heard so many people say, I've tried it, it doesn't work for me, it's just not for me, and I used to be one of those people. But until you try it consistently and give it your all and give it time and patience, then that's when you'll start to reap the benefits of it. Me personally used to be somebody who says, I can't do it, I don't understand, I don't feel anything. I am the prime example. Now I do it every day and I really reap the benefits of it. It changed my life, it changes your state. And if you can just do a couple of meditations a day to start with, then I promise you, you will definitely start to feel a different person. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I'm going to give you 2 checklists for you to do. The first checklist will be for you to complete today, which will set you up for your evening and set you up for success for tomorrow and going forward. Then the second checklist I'm going to give you is for tomorrow, which will be little things that you can implement and tick off, literally tick off. You can write these things down on a piece of paper and actually action them. These are things that I've really truly done it myself, and I've felt different. So if I can feel different, so can you. And if I can get out of a rut, so can you. I've also included a journal at the end of this video, which is a journal session that you can take a piece of paper and a pen and sit down by yourself and go through these questions. These questions are designed to shift your mindset, and these questions are the questions I've asked myself. So go and grab a pen and paper and take just a couple of minutes at the end of this video to sit down and ask yourself and answer them in a true way. You'll feel better, and I'll see you in the next video. Now we'll move into the writing meditation. So if you haven't yet done so, take a pen and paper and get comfortable. These questions are designed for your day. So if it's the end of your day and it's nighttime where you are, you can just ask them as if you're planning for tomorrow. Prompt 1. If I only complete one thing today, what will that be? If I do nothing else but this one task, what is that? I'll give you 30 seconds here, but if you need more time, just pause the video. Prompt 2 is, what do I want to start doing more of? This could be getting some fresh air on a daily basis. This could be setting timers or writing, reading more, whatever comes to mind. Prompt 3 is, what do I want to start doing less of? Like spending too much time on my phone or researching things rather than doing things. What is it? prompt 4 is, which version of myself do I want to be today? Who do I want to show up as? Do I want to be the confident version? Do I want to be the focused, getting things done version? Who do I want to be today? Prompt 5 is, why do I want to be this version of myself? What is it that this version brings to my day? Would it make me proud to be this version of myself? Would I show up as a better person in the world? Why? And the last prompt today is, what are some things I can do if I fall off track? So maybe it's something like doing a quick meditation. Maybe it's going out for some fresh air. Maybe it's coming back to your why. Why do you want to do the things that you've put your mind to? Have a think and write it down. Okay, so we're done with this writing meditation. I hope you enjoyed. And next you'll be shown the checklists that I was referring to. I'll put them on the screen. Feel free to take a picture, write them down, and use this to help you get your mojo back.